at Inman Connect. I'm with James Hussaini.
Yes,
Right?
James Hussaini. Yes,
Hussaini. Thank you. Okay, so James was in a panel downstairs. I just saw him speak, talking. What was the title of the?
Is the traditional brokerage model obsolete?
Right. So, and you've kind of been through the process of that, and now you're in the franchise mode. One of the things you talked about was, from a broker standpoint, about what was the most cost, revenue, let's say revenue expansive type of models, right? So explain it to us.
See, one of the problems I have with the traditional brokerage model is that they hire everyone and everybody that walks into their office. So they do that because their margins, profit margins, are very low. So just to justify what they have to do, they hire everybody and then the quality goes down. They don't have enough resources to train, to coach, to hold their hands. So you have these agents like in an island that they don't know what to do. No one is there to take care of them. No one is there to share their experiences.
To coach or mentor.
Exactly, yes. That's the problem.
So the threshold being so low,
right?
Okay, means you don't always get the kind of quality people you want. But you're still up against needing to have numbers.
Exactly, and another problem as an industry for us, as a real estate industry, whether we're in Canada or US as a whole, the problem is that these people reflect on our image as professionals. So these part-timers, they're good people, they're nice people, but it doesn't mean that they're up to the par for a real estate professional. They have to go through some coaching, they have to go through some training and mentoring, and unfortunately due to lack of resources, brokerages, the traditional model, will not be in a position to do that, even if they have the best of intentions in mind.
They can't. My experience in sales is that the focus of attention goes to the highest producers.
Exactly.
You know, the leaders, and companies want to give people an upstart opportunity, but you really have to have good quality people that can step up and rise to the occasion. Keep the thing afloat, or they got to go.
Sure. So the good news is that there is a solution to this.
Yes.
And the solution is team-based models. So as we know, there are different numbers. Some believe there is an 80-20. That means 20% of agents control 80% of the market. Or some people go as far as and stretch it as far as 95-5.
Okay.
Whatever the case might be, those people are the leaders, and they can bring other people under their wing to function in a professional and proper way. And get into the real estate market. So that, I believe, is the future of real estate, having these small boutique brokerages that run like a team-based model instead of being a traditional, big, gigantic brokerages.
Okay, so in a model like that, does that mean that somebody can come in that's new, that let's say they have a lot of social contacts and they're aggressive in their network, but they just don't have the functional experience, and they're turning things over to a team that specializes in that?
Sure. See, there are two things in real estate that makes you successful.
Okay.
One is people like you, and the other one is people trust you. Now, the liking part, you might have a sphere of influence, and you might know a lot of people from your background or previous workplace or whatever the case might be, but then for people to trust you, they have to feel confident in you. And the way they feel confident in you is that you have the knowledge and the experience and expertise. And when you're new, you don't have that. So people might like you, they might think that you're the nicest person around, but they will not give their business to you because they want somebody that will protect their best interest.
Right.
And that can only happen in someone that they feel confident and someone that they truly trust, and the trust comes from the knowledge that you provide.
Okay, so as somebody that's new into real estate, and I think about some of the millennials that I'm meeting, in the conference here this week, is that if they have the support of a good team, that maybe that they should be going out there to their clients, their prospects, their listed people, and saying, hey, look, you know me, and you know that my concern is to help you and provide service. But hey, look, I've got this behind me. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You have the name, you have the experience, you have the expertise behind, and the best advice I can give to new agents, because I have been through it, I have been in this business for 12 years, the best piece of advice I can give to them is that don't look for brokerages that offer the lowest commission splits, and even don't look for brokerages that promise a lot of things, because they do coaching and mentoring and training and so on and so forth. I would highly suggest if you can get yourself into one of the teams and you can work your way with them, that is your best option. That will boost your morale, that will motivate you, and you will get results much faster. Yes, they might get a lot of your commission split and keep it, but it is fully worth it.
Hey.
Is it better to just do nothing for a year, or is it better to do something and give half of it to someone
No,
else?
they call that division of labor and management,
Exactly,
right? Okay.
yes.
So to follow up on that, so in a situation like that where you have this team support, who ends up being the focal point, the communication point through the process? Is that like piecemealed off through the process departments, or is the agent still the communicator of the news?
That's another thing that I didn't have the opportunity and the time downstairs
Okay.
when we were talking at the panel.
You do now?
There is a lot of, thank you for the opportunity. So there is a lot of team models around. So
Yes.
the model that I propose is really fine-tuned. The center of focus for this model is the online marketer. So it's not another agent, rather it's an online marketer, because today, at the time that we are living, everything is about marketing.
Yes.
So marketing is just not advertising. It's also service, it's also management, it's also taking care of the consumer.
Okay.
This is all marketing. The way we think about marketing, we think marketing is just advertising, but we have to broaden the issue of marketing. Marketing covers the whole, from the time you meet them, from the time they contact you, all the way to the closing. That the whole process, I call it marketing. And the center of this, as a team model, is the online marketing.
Okay, so I've been reading a lot of stuff about this digital new wave age marketing stuff, and I'm starting to become a believer that it's customer experience.
Exactly.
Is the thing, and it's the total package, and that's really what you have to deliver. So that's, of course, the customer service, but it's all these touch points that give that great customer experience.
Exactly. So what customers are looking for, as we are all overwhelmed by what's the information available online.
Lots
There
of
is a
data.
lot of
Yeah, a
things.
lot of
So
stuff.
what they're looking for is that give me a solution to my specific problem. I don't care about John's problem. I don't care about Joe's problem. We are all similar age. We all live in the same neighborhood, but my problem is different from him or different from her. So give me a specific solution to my problem, and that is the role that an agent plays today. We are no longer salespeople. We are educators. We are helpers, and we are solution providers.
Solution providers, consultants, bringing some value to that particular need. And it's interesting how marketing is changing, where it was kind of like global and generic. It's becoming not just specialized, but it's becoming super specialized.
Yeah, what I call is one-to-one.
Yes,
the traditional model is one-to-many. So it's like one size fits all. That's what the traditional brokerage model has been. The new way of working and what the future belongs is
Yes.
one-to-one. That means I provide a specific solution for a specific client, one at a time. Because each one's problem and the solution that they're looking for is different from someone else.
Perfect. Okay, James, you're up in Canada.
I am, yes.
Okay, so how many, you're with a franchise, or what's your
Sure. So I used to have a brokerage, and I built it up all the way to 140 agents.
Okay.
And a couple of years ago, I sold it off, and I launched my own franchise last year. And I'm excited to share that in less than 6 months, we have more than actually we have 5 different franchisees.
Okay.
So I would say maybe perhaps we are the fastest growing franchise in Canada.
what part of Canada? It's pretty big land, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So we started off from Toronto,
Okay.
but we're part of a greater region, Ontario.
Okay.
So the province of Ontario, at different locations, we have 5 different franchises, and we are growing. I would assume that by end of this year, we will be at least 20, if not more.
Okay, 20 franchises.
Franchises, yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to imagine like the size of Ontario is like the size of half the United States, right? I mean, there's a lot of land involved. Sorry, memory. Canada's like this big
The
thing that
land
goes
is big, but the population is like
a lot smaller. So
smaller.
what cities are you concentrated in?
Well, as you know, Toronto has a lot of
Huge.
surrounding neighborhoods.
Right.
Like there is Mississauga, there is Markham, there is Richmond. I'm not sure if you have been in Toronto, but so Toronto
Buffalo.
is big.
Kill me. Kill me now. Sorry.
So the Toronto region alone is, I believe, about 6 million people.
Okay.
So that's a big city, and that is our center of attention, and then we expand from there.
Okay, and all your franchisees are under this model of this team?
Exactly, team-based model, and we take care of all because the problem problem that independent small brokerages face,
Yes.
the biggest problems are two. One is the cost, and the other one is the time. The cost of setting up, renting staff and whatnot, but it's also the time that they have to take care of the administrative hassle.
Yeah.
We take care of those two issues at the head office level. So we provide them the space with the staff. We also provide, we take care of all the paperwork and transaction management. And
You know, when you got somebody on the back end handling
Right.
all that stuff, it lets the brokers and agents do what they do best, which
Right.
are find clients, negotiate deals, and close escrows.
exactly.
And that's perfect.
And recruit talent.
Yes, and recruiting talent is very important. What are, in this concept of recruiting talent, I'm talking to people out here, and I'm saying, where do you have to step up to get the kind of talent you want? In other words, what do you have to give these people? You're giving them team support. Is there anything else that's drawing people in that you want to have?
So if you were in the panel downstairs, I boiled it down to ABC.
I missed that part. Yeah,
Yes, ABC.
Give us that.
So something to remember. So basically, it boils down to helping your agents to serve consumers, and their center of focus should be consumers. So
Yes.
the ABC boils down to try to achieve your client's goal, not your goal.
Right,
You're not
always,
the surface
always.
of focus anymore, and you do that by being a solution provider, and
Okay.
a specific solution provider, not a generic solution provider. And the part B is benefit, which means that people are no longer loyal to the brands or franchises. They're loyal to their needs. So provide them the value, what they're looking for. But you can do that by providing content, providing information, having the knowledge to be a consultant, not a salesperson. And finally, you have to collaborate with your client. That means work with them. 1-to-1, not even one-on-one, but 1-to-1. So that relationship is very equal, because consumers today are very well informed. They go online, they're very well educated.
Hey man, it's all out there.
Exactly.
And they got questions, and they even know what the wrong answers are. So you got to be on top of your game.
Exactly. So the relationship is no longer not only one-to-many, but it's not even one-on-one. It is 1-to-1, which means we are all standing in the exact same line, and we're trying to work with each other, collaborating. So that's ABC: achieve, benefit, and collaborate.
I like it. James, thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the
Okay,
opportunity.
and I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk again at some other point in the future, maybe another Inman or something, and we're going to see how you're
I invite you to Toronto.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
there.
Not in the winter time.
Sure,
I
it's
don't know.
summertime. We have beautiful summer.
But you guys got some good beer out there too.
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
say that. I've had some of that. But so we're gonna see in the future how you're doing with your franchise proposition. Because it sounds like it's gonna rock the house, and that's really great.
I will send you a copy of my book. It details out the whole thing. It's under publication right now. It will be coming out next month. So
I forgot to mention, James has also been writing articles that Inman's been publishing on a
yes.
very regular basis. So you can catch him there on Inman.
Yeah,
for those
exactly.
articles. Plus, he's got a book coming out, so check it out. Thanks.
Thank you.